How's it going, everybody? It's me, YaoYao, and in today's video we're going to be going over a complete build guide for YaoYao. I'm basically going to be talking about the best weapon and artifact choices for her and how those will implement into her kit overall. What you're seeing on the screen right now is also her ascension mats if you are planning on prepping for YaoYao. But yeah, she is going to be the first Dendro healer character in the game, so that is very exciting. Real quick before we jump into it, subscribing would really help me out a lot, as well as leaving a comment down in the comment section below. I will try to respond to as many comments as I can. And if you want to follow my Twitch, I am trying to get up to 250 followers, and I'm actually probably going to be live on this as soon as this video actually goes up. If not, check out some of my other videos. But anyway, let's get into the YaoYao build guide. So a few things to note about YaoYao before we start building her. One of those is that she scales with maximum HP in her ascension stats, so she gets like 24% bonus HP percent, which is very nice. What YaoYao primarily does is she tosses out these little radish things, kind of similar to Amber's Baron Bunny, except that these ones, if they hit enemies, they're actually going to explode rather than just staying on the field, I'm pretty sure. And basically what her ult does is it makes her go into a special state that just increases the amount of healing and damage you're getting from her E-skill type stuff. If you want to learn more about her kit, make sure to check out Honey Hunter World or also Genshin Impact League subreddits. And yeah, as for artifacts that we're going to choose for YaoYao, I think the best options are going to be ones centered around HP and also team damage boosting. She is also a Dendro unit, so we can use things related to Dendro as well. So it's the Deepwood Memories can be utilized just for its 4-piece bonus, because this decreases Dendro resistance. If you are going for YaoYao as the one holding this set, I think it would be a pretty good idea. But I would only really recommend this if you are running a Dendro main DPS or someone like Nahida, who also does Dendro sub DPS as well. The Flower of Paradise lot set could be pretty good on YaoYao, just if you are running more so a Bloom team. You can't trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon with YaoYao specifically, so basically what you would be going for is Bloom. Now the reason behind this is because she is a Dendro character, and Dendro characters don't actually trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon, they can only trigger Bloom. But this gives you a 40% bonus to damage increase on the Bloom reaction that you do trigger. And then also after you deal Bloom damage or something like that, you get 25% bonus to that as well. And yeah, so this is going to be a pretty strong set overall, plus it comes with Elemental Mastery, which is very good on Dendro characters in general. Just make sure you're not trying to use this in Hyper Bloom or Burgeon teams, because if you're not making blooms or doing bloom damage, you're not going to be actually using this 4-piece set. Another good set to run on YaoYao if you are running her as more of a healer or healer sub DPS is going to be the Ocean Hued Clam set, because this gives you 15 points on the healing bonus. As the passive on this also gives you some extra damage whenever you are actually healing, so this will convert your healing into actual damage instances, which is going to be very good on YaoYao, just considering that YaoYao should actually be a pretty high healing type of character as well. The capacity of the middle of this set is going to be good is in the 2-piece, because it gives you 20% HP, which once again factors into YaoYao's healing. But then the 4-piece of this, whenever your elemental skill hits opponents, the attack of all nearby party members as well as shield strength is going to be increased. So that is going to be very good, especially if YaoYao does actually trigger this multiple times with her elemental skill, which I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because it spawns in that little thing and it creates radishes that attack enemies. As for 2-piece combos, 2-piece Tenacity will work very nicely along with 2-piece of the Ocean Hued Clam. That'll just give you some extra healing bonus right there. Alternatively, you can go with a 2-piece Dendro set. That'll get you damage as well as HP, which is going to be pretty okay for just a general YaoYao build, I think. You could go with Elemental Mastery instead of HP percent, and I think would actually be pretty good as well, just because 80 points of Elemental Mastery will get you some good damage as well. But yeah, honestly, I think the Flower of Paradise Lost is going to be one of her better sets in Bloom team comps. And then for just general YaoYao, I think Tenacity and Mill with 4-piece is going to be great. But yeah, now getting on into weapon choice. So really, if you're building a YaoYao, we're not necessarily looking for damage stats for the most part, considering that she is a healer primarily. But she can actually do some pretty decent sub DPS, I'm pretty sure, as well as damage on herself, so we can look into crit stat weapons or elemental mastery stat weapons. Basically, we're just looking for weapons that will factor into her kit very nicely and give some good bonuses. Out of the 3-star options, Black Tassel could be an okay option to run, just because it gives you some bonus HP, 46%. That'll just help out with your overall healing if you are struggling with healing. This is very good for like early game on it, popping it on a YaoYao. This also gives you some damage against slimes, which is alright considering that if you are running against a bunch of slimes, then yeah, she's just going to do more damage against them. Dragon's Bane could be an interesting option to run on YaoYao, considering that it does give Elemental Mastery as an Ascension. You get 220 points of this, which is going to be very good, as well as increasing your damage against Hydro or Pyro enemies. So this could be very good if you are running YaoYao in a Burn team, or also if you're running YaoYao in a Bloom team, because this is going to deal like Hydro damage and whatnot. So if they are affected by Hydro, you are going to be dealing some extra damage with that damage instance you are using to trigger the Bloom, so it could be pretty good. Spear could be utilized on YaoYao considering that she is from Leeway, so this is going to give you some pretty good base stats if you are going for more of a actual like skill damage YaoYao, because she still does do most of her damage based off of attack. So this gives you 27% attack as well as the passive increasing attack and crit rate for Leeway party members. So if you are running like an all Leeway team and you still want Dendro in your team comp, this could be a pretty valuable option for that consideration. Boom Piercer Spear I think is actually going to be one of her better options, because the reason behind this is it does give you some bonus EM. It does actually have a high base attack also, which is pretty nice. And the passive on this, after triggering Burning, Quicken, Aggravate, Spread, or Bloom, which you are going to be doing with YaoYao most definitely, you get a Leaf of Revival, which will be created around the character for a maximum of 10 seconds. When picked up, the Leaf will grant a character 16% attack for 12 seconds. So that just gives you some more attack, which will increase like her actual like damage, so pretty okay. Out of the 5 stars, Staff of Homa is going to be good on her just because she does actually able to utilize like HP percent, plus the crit damage is going to be nice for boosting out your damage. Plus if you want to run a whole bunch of HP percent and not as much attack, this one will be very good because you can utilize that maximum HP and convert that into just a flat attack bonus, which is going to be very good on YaoYao. Skyward Spine is also another good option if you want to have good burst uptime. It does come with a high base attack as well. You get some extra like attack speed, crit rate. It can be a very good weapon to run on her. Staff of the Scarlet Sands is also a pretty good option to run as well, especially if you are going for more of an Elemental Mastery focused YaoYao build. This does give you 44% crit rate, which is going to be very good for your build, because then you can just focus in more so on like stuff like a little bit of crit damage, Elemental Mastery, and HP. But the passive on this, they gain 52% of Elemental Mastery as bonus attack, so that's a flat bonus. And when Elemental Skill hits opponents, the Dream of Scarlet Sands effects is activated for 10 seconds, which they gain 28% of their Elemental Mastery as bonus attack. And you can get maximum of 3 stacks. So I think YaoYao can actually get up to that relatively easily, especially if she does have multiple damage instances with whenever she casts her elemental skill, which I'm pretty sure she does. But yeah, that's basically it for my YaoYao build guide. Let me know if you liked it down in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe, it really helps me out a lot, and also catch me live on Twitch. But anyway, it's been me, Hokyoku. I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.